What happened with my experimenting with butter? A few weeks back, I talked about feeling tired, which was really surprising being on carnivore. Because when you get on carnivore and you stop putting junk in your body and you're only putting meat, eggs, butter, tallow, water, salt, you start to feel this amazing superpower come over you. But everyone's body is different. Everyone experiences, these results in different ways. I see people on carnivore, Facebook pages all the time. I've been doing this for 3 weeks and I haven't lost any weight. I've been doing this for 3 months and I haven't lost, and they get so caught up on the scale, which is a whole nother video. Like, throw the scale away just throw it away. But yeah, so like I said in a previous video, I did some digging, and they say that a lot of, especially women, experience feeling tired because they're just not getting enough fat. Which is such, again, this whole experience has been mind-blowing because for the last 30 years, we were taught, and I say we as in the world I was living in, my, the culture that I was around, it was like, stay away from fat. Fat will make you fat. Stay away from fatty meats and just find the leanest meat you can get. And now it's a total flop. It's like, I want the fattiest meat you got, and people are looking at me like, what is she, like, seriously? I want to, get the fatty, whatever. Fat is so vital, so important, and I cannot believe that for 4 years I put myself in a vegan diet and like my hair stopped growing, my nails stopped growing. It was a mess. Don't do that. So I got some Bulletproof coffee just because I was looking for a better quality coffee. Coffee, like a lot of rice, a lot of grains that we don't even realize because nobody talks about it, has mold in it. And I was also wanting to get off coffee. I was wanting to have, better sleep, and the idea that the caffeine could stay in my body for a span of like, 12 or more hours. But anyways, besides the point. So yeah, I got some Bulletproof coffee, and I put like maybe not quite a half a cube of butter, because again, it wasn't the amount of fat that I was worried about. It was like, butter's expensive, and like food's expensive, let's face it. So I didn't want to be going through all this butter if I didn't need that much to be able to have energy. So I did that, and it was great. It was awesome. I had decent amount of energy. So then I was like, all right, so let's switch the tables. I'll do my tea, and I say tea lightly because I take some dried up elderberries and put it in my tea maker. It's just dried up elderberries seeped in hot water. Boom, that would be my alternative to coffee. So then I did that, and I put the, butter in there, and I was just like, all right, this is working good too. So I don't necessarily need the coffee. I like the coffee, I enjoy the flavor of coffee. But it was just a really interesting experiment. I did it for several weeks. I needed to make sure, and I would go back and forth with the coffee or the elderberry tea. We'll just call it that. And amazing. So crazy. And it was just funny because I would say, dumb shit at work around my coworkers, who are all men, or boys, anyways. Another video. I just be like, I need to go drink some, drink some fat, and they're all looking at me like, what woman has ever said that in our lifetime? I need to go and drink some fat. I don't even know where I was. I had to go check on the dog. But what I'm saying is just, life's crazy. The body is amazing, and when you give it what it needs, without all the other junk, it can do amazing things. I can't afford at my job to be tired. I can't afford to be, dragging ass. And when I realized that it was fat that I needed, it's just been a total game changer. Now, I've also thought about electrolytes, but I haven't been so desperate that I go out and buy, some kind of electrolyte supplement, electrolyte water. It just hasn't really been on my radar, but I'm curious about it, in the event that, something feels off with my body. And like I said, doing carnivore, you're just experiencing and experimenting with so many, different things that you never thought possible, because the idea of cutting out all the everyday junk that we've been programmed to consume for decades and decades is crazy. And I'll say it again, I urge you to look into carnivore, especially if you have any kind of autoimmune problem, skin problem, whatever. Try it for a month if you can. Because a lot of people, they do it because they hear about the rapid, weight loss. I have been doing this since last September, and I have not lost more than 5 pounds. Now, I haven't been hardcore carnivore, just to clarify. It's been more like ketovore. I love lettuce wraps at night. It's my thing, and if lettuce is causing me to not lose weight. But again, how much weight do I need to lose? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my body may not, maybe I just don't really have enough fat to lose. So, and I definitely don't want to lose muscle. I definitely don't want to lose muscle, and I don't want to lose bone density. So, the idea, like, when I tell people on these, Facebook pages, oh, I'm not losing weight, I'm like, throw the goddamn scale away. Throw it away. Like, what are you doing stepping on that scale? Focus on how you feel. Focus on your energy. Focus on your clothes, how they fit. Forget about the damn scale. It's that simple. Alright. I'm signing off, but I'm going to continue with my butter, eating butter, just adding butter, so much more butter. I'll take some fat pieces of meat that my dog can't have because it's not good for him to have so much fat as it is for me, and I'll fry it up and enjoy some fat. So keep watching, but check it out, do your research, and feel amazing doing carnivore.